Hi, I'm Mark.
And I'm Terry.
And we're Escaping the Empty Nest.
Hi, we're glad you're back to join us on our fall adventure to Boston in the New England states. If this is the first video you're watching, be sure to check out our Boston and New England playlist for more of our adventures.
During our research for this trip, we planned to go and see the Star Trek Set Museum in Ticonderoga, New York. Since we planned to arrive there early and our tour wasn't until the afternoon, we decided to scratch our history bug itch by visiting Fort Ticonderoga and Mount Defiance.
In 1755, the French built a large star-shaped fort near the south end of Lake Champlain in northern New York and named it Fort Carillon. In 1759, the British took control and changed the name to Fort Ticonderoga. The name Ticonderoga comes from the Iroquois Indian word meaning it is at the junction of two waterways. The fort was strategically important during the French and Indian War, but during the Revolutionary War, the British controlled it.
Then, in May of 1775, it was captured by the Green Mountain Boys under the command of Ethan Allen and Benedict Arnold. 2 months later, British forces occupied high ground above it, which resulted in the Continental Army withdrawing from the fort. The only direct attack on the fort during the Revolution took place in September of 1777, when John Brown led 500 Americans in an unsuccessful attempt to capture the fort from about 100 British defenders.
Today, there are many parts of the fort that are open for public viewing. Walking through rooms that were part of the fort walls was very interesting. Since the fort was no longer of military value after 1781, it fell into ruin. In the 1820s, a private family purchased the fort and set about to restore it in the early 20th century.
Each room has some sort of historical timeline, era-specific artifacts, and also some very real-looking statues and displays. You'll also meet people dressed in costumes like British soldiers or people who lived within the fort.
Let's see, how tall are you?
6'8".
6'8".
Yeah.
Got a real Henry Knox here.
Don't give him the top on here.
No, or the bottom one. There was one more area of exhibits that was fairly new, built in 2008. After all our outdoor exploring, it was nice that you could take a quick restroom break and finish seeing exhibits in this area. There were more exhibits about the fort and how it was built.
Your admission ticket to Fort Ticonderoga does include a visit to Mount Defiance. Since it was a 10 to 15 minute drive to the mountain, we quickly finished up our time at Fort Ticonderoga and drove straight there. It was a steep climb to get to the very top, but it was worth it. From the top, you get a bird's eye view of Ticonderoga's military landscape and discover how the summit shaped American history.
Mount Defiance is an 840-foot high hill on the New York side of Lake Champlain. From this view, you'd think it was the perfect spot for the Americans. Even though it has a bird's eye view of what's coming up the river, at the time it was deemed inaccessible, so never fortified.
So have you ever been to Fort Ticonderoga? What were your impressions? If you haven't been here before, Ticonderoga is a cute little scenic town with a lot of history for you to enjoy. If you're a fan of the original Star Trek TV series from the 1960s, you won't want to miss our next video.
Make sure you don't miss out on any of our videos. Go ahead and like and subscribe, and that really helps our channel grow. Thanks for going on this adventure with us. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.